Hello, 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 welcome back to the continuing adventures of Jub Jub as he treks through the dungeon. Yes, where last we had left off, I had just gotten started on, whatchamacallit. But yeah, continuing this trek through the dungeon, wow, what was I thinking with all of these different... I just gotten started on a mage run, and things were going well, and then I suddenly had to go because I got a call, and, well, you know how it is when you get calls. Ugh. But all looks well. Hunger spell down to 0. That's great. Must have been training for Mephitic specifically, and it's paying off because Mephitic is actually getting more and more castable. Fighting, throwing, conj, all this looks good. We're gonna have to turn off air and poison pretty soon, but I want Mephitic down to 10% before I actually start, changing anything. Last I left off, I'm pretty sure I was dinking around with a orc priest or something that I couldn't find. But, we'll just continue exploring the floor now. God, it sucks so much being an ogre and not being able to wear any freaking basic armor. You get armor eventually in the form of dragon armor, but you have to wait for the dragon armor, and I don't consider dragon armor an early game armor. I consider it significantly after that. I already gained magical power from killing, so Vehumet is already paying off, and I got a floor 3 Vehumet. That's at least as good as, well, not at least. I consider that or a Ring of Wizardry to be a good boon to find early on for this build. This build that I played 1 times. Let's put a fire and see if that keeps... Yep, that keeps him out. Perfect. Alright, oh man. Fire, that should keep you out. Close the door. Put up a fire. Run away. Throw whatever I have at him, and finish him off. Okay, excellent. Wait, did that guy not leave a corpse? He did leave a corpse. Take me to a corpse. Take me to a corpse. You mean you don't know how to get there? Fine. Take me to a different corpse. Oh, you know what? I must have left fires in the way. And that's why I can't find them anymore. Anyway, so building up my power level is the key. I gotta make sure that I'm able to handle greater and greater threats. Having Vehumet means that my conjurations should come online in a reasonable fashion. The Fitted Cloud is already getting to the point that I can pretend it's reliable even though it's not. Conjure Flames is useful enough that I've been able to block hallways with it a couple times. Gotta say, the wizards are... Ooh! More blowgun ammo. Or at least a new blowgun. Oh shit, it's Pykel. You can tell because humans wearing slave clothing, called slaves, don't appear that often in the dungeon. And this early on, Pykel is appropriate. So fire in front, fire behind, and hold him to the fire. You might say, hey, you know you don't get any experience for that, right? Well, yeah, I don't care. I just want him dead. Well, hey, don't you know that he could be your ally? So what? I don't need allies. And he's not really your ally either. He's just a guy who isn't trying to kill you. Having him not be there when Pykel is around is more of a boon to me. Not blocking my way, not being a problem in some fashion. Fire, miscast. Melee blink. Or melee, confuse cloud. Fire... miscast. So we'll just poke him a couple times. Let's put a fire to block his path. Wield the blowgun. And do what the darts should have been doing for a while. Stack enough poison on him to end him. And block his way again. Excellent. Wield me that mace. Hey, there's auto pickup stuff to be auto picked up. Go auto pick it up. Ooh. Free food should have been a free food spawn, but it wasn't. Okay, that should be the last of the slaves. My mana is at half, so the longer I can keep him chasing me to build up mana, the better. Perfect, full mana. Out of the way. While he's confused, I should get bonuses to hit that I can use to sock him. Block his way. He walks into the fire and dies. Gotta be a little bit creative, but the large health pool gives me a lot more flexibility. Alright, that just leaves their master, Pykel, whom I will eventually find, I'm sure. And now he won't be supported. Oh, can't block the door. Or can't close the door. Starving. That's what I was worried about. part of why I kept using Magic Dart. Okay, I need something to throw at him. Oh, I have a wand. Excellent. That was an enslavement. Pretty much the opposite of what I wanted to use, but okay. Close the door. Eat to negate starvation. And then the goblin comes and opens the door. Okay. Well, at least I ate. That was important. There's a wizard at large out there somewhere, so let's kill this guy, close the door. He's wearing the slimy leather armor, so at least we know that's not too protective. There's the wizard, dead in 2 shots. You know, it's really nice, actually, but because you have to roll dice for damage, and therefore there's no guarantee how much damage... Well, the amount of damage you deal on average is going to vary significantly. You end up having to make reasonable windows of possibility. I want to have 5 magic dart shots against this hobgoblin. Now that said, 5 dart shots could be not enough. Or 5 dart shots could be, or 2 dart shots could be enough. So it's always nice when you fire and it kills the guy way earlier than you expected. But the whole point of playing well is to not get used to it working, and always be ready for when it doesn't work, because that's the time that'll really matter. And I found an early sewer, which is great. Okay, fire in front will be the first step. Mephitic in front is the second step, so that we can get some early kills. Kill everybody behind me is the third step. And there we go. The opening has been cleared. Big fish, poke, back off, poke, back off. Just keep backing off. There's no need to fight him over the water. Okay, maybe he's gonna make me need to fight him over the water. Get my health back. Put Mephitic over where he will be. And go to the river's edge. Ugh, this jerk. Okay, Big Fish is confused. Excellent. Got him. Heal up. Righto, Fish is dead, and took way too many punches to do so, so onwards. Alright, got a jackal and a kobold. I should be able to take them out, but also I don't know what's behind the kobold, so let's splash my way through the water. Kill the jackal. Took 4 shots, that's fine, there's the kobold. And presumably whatever was behind him, yep, they're filtering in slower. Now you see, if I had fought him out in the open, that kobold would have been able to fire darts at me as well. It's probably not a concern, but oh! Yes, please. Something is dripping with poison. I'm hoping it's his dagger. Short sword, even better. I'm not very skilled with short swords, but being able to deliver poison to your target is an important means of increasing your damage output. If you can leave a target poisoned, even if you have to go away and they get to recover health, they don't generally recover fully. I never sat down and did all my potions. B is almost certainly curing or heal wounds, because I was found next to an altar of Olivelin, and it was so plentiful. K is most likely restore abilities for the same reason. We are going to test K, and we are going to not test B. I'm just that confident in my read. Wield the blowgun, please, and read the scroll of enchant blowgun, or enchantment. Read all of my new scrolls, why not? Okay, this is a heavily enchanted blowgun at this point. Switch over to any weapon is fine. In fact, drop the vampiric dagger, please, and just wield any other weapon. Mace, sure, why not? Why is this suddenly fuming? Let's get out of here. Do I have an... I'm gonna read some ID scrolls on the one-off potions. Slowing. Gain strength. Well, that's a no-brainer. Gain strength and gain intelligence. Well, it's a good thing those didn't get shattered, is all I'm gonna say, when I was casually fighting things and then getting potions shattered. Now that we're out, what we're gonna do, actually, is go away from the corner of the room, drop the potions of gain strength and intelligence, along with poison slowing. I don't want to carry these around. The only reason I'm not using them now is because I might get to the point in the game where I just randomly quaff potions, because I don't have the ident scrolls for them. And if I hit that point, I would much rather not drink Cure Mutation and lose +1 strength and int. Also, +1 to strength and int are not important enough that I need to have them now. They're nice to add on, certainly, and whenever I get them, I'll be happy. Oh wow, the Mephitic Cloud actually killed them. Shit. Should not have walked towards the ogre as far as I did. Alright. Finish off this guy. Walk into my own noxious fumes is fine. Just get me the hell out, please. Okay, there's an invisible creature in this hallway that's causing me no good. And now he's visible. Now he's confused next to a giant. And now he's dead. Butcher everything. Heal up. Move on. So, previously I was... Oh, wait. Mephitic Cloud is now completely mastered. I forgot that when you hit the Vehement bump, you don't need to be fully, fully trained. So, I could have stopped that earlier, actually. I should have stopped that earlier. Fire to block. It's taking a lot of magic darts. Let's just get out of the way. Kill, butcher, eat, heal. Excellent. Priest, behind walls, hide, then Mephitic. Priest can kill you in 3 smites. It's not even funny. The amount of damage they do. They can deal about 20 damage with a smite if they get lucky rolls. And they are, I'm fairly sure it ignores AC or just doesn't really respect AC very much. Because I've had it happen to strong characters as well as weak characters. In fact, your best defense against it is probably just having good HP. And I have a lot of HP. Wield my preferred weapon. Read my scroll. Wield my unpreferred weapon. Excellent. Actually, I should just wield my weapon full time now. Throwing is probably... Well, it's not growing nearly as fast as conjurations, actually. Chunks. Translocations is probably worth memorizing, improving at this point. Just for the same reason as anything else, because it's a good survival skill. If I can get it up a level or 2, I'm sure it will start to really help. Get that guy poisoned, then back off. Get him poisoned and back off. He's dead. Remote poison is excellent. Poison, poison, back off, poison, back off, poke, poison, back off, back off, back off, dead. Excellent. So, given the number of orcs I'm seeing here, I'm beginning to become suspicious that there's... Well, no, there's not a large enough number of orcs to qualify as there might be an orc mines right now. But it's a lot of orcs, so, there's something. Maybe it's just associated with that particular mini-volt. Fire is definitely going to be useful here, but it was a miscast. Blink. Fire again. And just poke him to death. Avoid getting poisoned. Kill the rat. Yay! Scroll of teleportation. I am no longer horrifically vulnerable. Significant stacks of poison. And... Actually, we're far enough away that we can probably just kill him without... Yep. Without wall of fire. Definitely want to use fire against slimes. Excellent. Raised translocation skill does not yet help my blinking progress. Couple stacks of poison. Excellent. Excelente! Okay. Sacrifice. Or, not sacrifice, butcher. Eat. Alright, and... Vehement not only is assisting my destructive magic, but is also extending its range. How kind of him. That should be enough to get the attention of the thing. Poison it. Fire. Poke. Kill. Give me that body. Let's go eat it. Because, yeah, butchered ant is always a good food source. And, thanks to being able to eat rotten, it lasts a while. Anyway, 3 pips of piety, and, relatively serious... Oh, shit. Run upstairs. Run upstairs. That's a swarm. We don't need to go back for the needles. We can go somewhere else. We have 47 of them. Like, keep the change? Well, keep the needles. We need a switch weapon. Make that our mace. So if you set the letter A to one weapon and the letter B to another, you can switch between them by using the single quote. Actually, in-game, that is technically a faster action than wield and unwield and wield and unwield. So, technically there's a game benefit, but really it's just supposed to be a key convenience. Personally, I prefer using WW, WE, and WW and WE really, for my switching. Shit, this is a bad situation. If we can kill the imp, it'll be fine. WW and WE for my switching, because that way I can add a C weapon on if I wish, and it's just more convenient to know exactly what you're doing. But when I'm in a game like this where I'm not even a melee user, I just, you know, I'm not even a physical fighter, I'm a magical fighter. I just happen to have a ranged weapon and a ranged weapon and a melee weapon that I use with regularity. Then yeah, it's different. Use a weapon that I'm not actually going to use to poke it. Yeah, my cloak got corroded anyway, which is an unfortunate risk, so remove. Okay, take off the cloak. No point having a -1 to AC, and go find a different one. There's the cloak. Hey, it's a +2. Excellent. It's better than my old one. This is why many players correctly say you should try on all the different cloaks you come across, because, you know, until you find the max positives. I say, who's got that patience? I try on rune shit and leave it. But that's not optimal play. That's merely okay play. But yeah, so that's why I never claim to play optimally, because I do claim to play optimally. I say that I try for optimal play, but the truth is I try for acceptable play. It has to be good enough that it should work most of the time, and then the times I dip below that, well, there's a reason why very rarely do I end a... What do you mean I can't eat that? Oh, that's a peanut bee. There's a reason why very rarely will I end a video and say I shouldn't have died there. That was the game's fault. And I will much more often say I shouldn't have died there. I did X. That was my fault. I believe that most of the time in Crawl, when you screw up, when you die, there was something you could have done to avoid it. If I didn't feel that way, I wouldn't play the game, because it'd be just, you know, cruel and unfair and unusual. Intelligence boost, yet again. Oh crap, what'd I lose? One of my 9 smoky pink potions. I have 9 of the same potion. Fuck, just try it. It's curing, right? Yeah, of course it's curing. What else would it be? That one that I was so confident I didn't even want to try earlier, well, I've tried it now. It's nice that I have that much of it. It's good to have the ability to heal out of anything. Or to be able to heal without needing to worry about running out. Alright, let's read yet another scroll of enchant weapon, and yet another scroll of enchant weapon. Okay, this weapon is most likely maxed right now, or at the point where getting further enchants is really uphill. Don't switch back to your main weapon, just run. Just run. That will round the corner any second now. And when he does, I want you... Now you can switch back to your main weapon. Keep him confused, and we're gonna win this poison war. Huh, he's poisoned and confused and not here. There's a good chance that he'll be dead, but if he doesn't die, you know, we'll find him later. Kill the freaking son of a bitch. Ooh! Okay, that answers my long-time question. You can, in fact, pop that without a projectile weapon. Magic dart, or any basic dart spell, I guess, is enough. And since magic dart is like a guaranteed hit, probably magic dart is the best way to pop those spores. Man, this guy sure grew a lot of spores in this chamber. Eat the rotting jackal flesh. Okay, how are we doing for the bee? Blink is at 12%. That's fine, but get it better. Anything lost? Nope. Conjurations, translocations, and fighting. That's a great split. Offense, defense, and defense. Ugh. You must have fallen through a hole on a previous floor. Hey, Pikeow, come upstairs. I'm gonna blink to get away from him. Set up a fire. And if he's dumb enough to walk into it, set up another fire. And then we'll just poison him. He's dead. I'm still wearing a robe, right? Yeah, let's get a better robe. Odds are good that any robe this is better than what I'm wearing. Cold resist. Yay! Ditch my cursed, or my corroded equipment that I no longer desire. Wield uncursed blowgun, that's fine. Okay, onwards. Switch weapons, mace, die. This floor is a tricky one because there's no one tile thickness hallways to hide in. You have to be a bit more careful and clever than that. New ring. I have remove curse aplenty, so let's try it on. +2 int. That's not a great ring, but it's not a bad ring. We'll certainly make use of it. More experienced fungal takeout. Hell yeah. Let's try this ring. It's not cursed, but it's not ID'd, so we'll ID it. Sustenance. Again, not that great a ring. Not that bad a ring. We'll hang on to it. If we get better, we'll use it. If not, okay. Come on, we're just gonna beat you up. Okay, beat you up. Eat the goblin. New scroll. Random uselessness. Yeah, the reason I didn't bother switching to my primary or preferred weapon is odds of it being a scrolled enchant weapon is 3, and I was feeling lazy. Technically, should have done it. Yeah, slimes are stupid enough to walk straight into fire, so, you know, oblige them. Tuvessa and Duane, a good excuse for Mephitic and get out. We'll worry about separating them and confusing and killing them appropriately. Doan is my first target usually because strong projectile magery, which is more dangerous to me than strong melee power, and I can confuse both of them, so there's that. She's gonna come at me like a boar because she's berserk, so best to make sure she's confused as far away as I can get her and stacked with lots and lots of poison. We'll go ahead and make sure she stays confused. No longer berserk, but heavily poisoned, and now dead. Yeah, they're not so hard when you have the best early game spell in the game, Mephitic Cloud. Back up, fire. Oh, you're smart enough to go around fire, eh? Blink out of the way and opt for plan B. Run like hell. Because he's poison resist, which means I can't just stack poison on him. I don't have good projectile weapons that are just straight up damage at this point. I mean, I have the stones, but they're not good. They're just barely acceptable. Different route. Ugh. Okay. Paralytic eyeball could kill me. I like calling them that. They're actually giant eyeballs, but you know, there's so many eyes in this game. Best to identify it by what it does. Put fires on every place that I know enemies are going to be dumb enough to walk. Set up confusion. That should protect me in case the eyeball goes off. Switch. Get out of here. Perfect. Got out with the eyeball. Next door. I think I've tried all of the doors down, so they're all the same now. Try one that I wasn't at recently. There's the necrophage. I do have a wand of enslavement that could potentially work against it. I don't have any dig wand or way of creating a narrow passageway that he would be bold enough to walk fire through, which is exactly what I would need to do, but I can try. I got one idea. If I set it up here, yep, he will take the chance at walking into a fire when there's no other way to reach me. And that will let me just burn him to death quickly. Because I can stand in his way and be like, okay, I'll tank some damage. What are you going to do to me? Blork, once confused, usually drops javelins. And by once confused, I of course mean once confused and killed. I'm going to stack poison on him with these needles from afar. Fun thing about needles, they can't throw them back at you. You're fucked. You're so fucked. Okay, but I will switch to a mace and oblige you to actually fuck you the rest of the way. He didn't leave any javelins. Rat bastard. Auto pickup is back on. Consumption is complete. Grabbing a bunch of needles. Switching over. Stack poison. Mace. Kill. Needles. Excellent. Switching over. Gotta remember to switch over weapons more often. Bunch of needles. Excellent. You know, let's try not stick with the mace. It tends to not proc as often. Alright, not auto-ID'd, so we'll manually ID the ring. Poison resistance! Hell yeah! Let's also enjoy this moment to burn the rest of my ID scrolls on my potions that I only have one of. As a rule of thumb, I don't assume that I have multiple mutation potions. But the deeper you get in the dungeon, the less likely that statement is to remain true, so I think at this point I'm too deep to actually rely on that. Okay, that's a confused batch of ogres, including orcs and an ogre. So, shit. Stack poison. That's done. There's a shadow, which is barely visible thanks to the glare from the sun on my computer. But set up fire so that he doesn't think he can just walk in. Okay. Now what are you gonna do? This guy's following me. I'm pretty sure I can just beat him up, but I also feel like mage behind him makes me nervous about just trying to beat him up. I want a little bit more insurance. Alright, now I'm pretty... Oh, this isn't a staircase, this is a dead end. Let's head out backwards. That's a staircase. Perfect, come with me. Blink, fire... Now I have all the time in the world to beat you up, and you can't do shit to me. Or that could happen. Okay, blink, fire, wield, spear, poke, 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 nothing, okay. Enslave, nothing, blink. Damn, how do you beat this thing up? How about just hit it with a goddamn mace? My strength is taking a pounding, unfortunately, as a result of this method, but it worked. Mercifully, I don't really rely on strength that much. You. Make me feel better by dying quickly. I'm very dangerous against enemies that... shit. Auto pickup was turned off again. God knows how many good items I missed. Make sure to get the confusion off on both. Just poison everything to death. Using poison darts to preserve my minimal mana. Kinda sort of a good tactic. It also works on my hunger saving. Oh, speaking of hunger savings, I should probably train spellcasting eventually. Blink, 8%. That's less than 10. That's considered good enough for me. We're turning on spellcasting to simultaneously help all of my abilities. Because they're all at meh percentages that could be made into percentages. Down a floor. Repel missiles. Pull these two. Blink. Confuse them. Poison them. Pulling enemies is key. Especially when you're a guy who has nothing but health. You have no armor. No evade. No ability to cope with danger. Go in with repel missiles on. Confuse and poison. Alright, butcher the centaur so that I have food for later. Kill you so I have food for now. Metallic Wing Potion is heal wounds, alright. Generally speaking, I don't think monsters carry around mutation potions, so if he dropped it, it probably wasn't a mutation. I was willing to take my chances. Drop a fire in the way while I continue to poison and poke you. Till you die. God, I would love to have some armor. Kill you. I will just shoot you until you die. And then poison you until you die. And grab darts. Or needles, whatever they are. Yeah, all this poisoning I've done, I've barely used up like 5 of the needles. Ah, shit. Okay, that's Eustatio. And there's at least one unconfused mage in my way, so let's just mass poison the entire area and get the fuck out. That's a summon, I'm sure. Yep. Getting out. Kill you, butcher you, don't eat you, turn back auto pickup. That's enough time. You, come with me, if you want to live. Psych! It's if you want to die. Heil Hitler. Another nostalgia critic joke. I do like me the nostalgia critic. That was what I was worried about, that Eustatio would not be far behind. But I'm gonna pull Eustatio. Ah, I want to pull him up with me. Damn it. Oh well. Let's try a different down staircase. I now have resist poison, so I don't actually have to treat my self-mephiticking as a dangerous tactic. But perhaps more telling, because I have resist poison, I'm actually looking for opportunities to... Well, if I can get Poisonous Cloud online, it'll be great. Actually, it's a conjuration, which means it's supported, and I already have, like, We're gonna go spellcasting Conjuration a while longer, and then we'll see what happens to it. If it becomes more and more castable, reliable, etc., that probably should be my modus operandi for dealing damage. At least for the sake of the lair. You know, mass poison. Okay, I got a fire up in front of me, that's good. And I got Eustacio nice and burned, that's also good. Keep him confused? Yep, he's confused. Excellent. He can't blink if he's confused. Just stack as much poison on him as possible, and watch him die. Yes. Yeah, okay then. Summoned Red is dead. I have plenty of chunks to eat anyway. And I actually have somehow gained poison needles over time rather than lost them. Probably because there's enough on the floor that I just didn't consider. Alright, down a floor. La 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 la. Yay! Lots of poison. Put a fire in the way. Ugh, stupid abomination. Alright, this looks like some kind of lair. Oh, abomination just killed it. My blowgun is now cursed on. That's actually concerning. What is this staff? Can't unwield to wield. What is this shield? It's deathly cold. Okay, this deathly cold shield is evocable blink, but -5. -5 shield, might as well not wear it. It's gonna take so much more energy to train out of the... Well, I guess I can't wear bucklers anyway. So -5 shield is like a buckler, except worse in terms of how badly it impedes my spellcasting. For the sake of blink, evocable blink is actually generally a nice thing, but I have spell blink, so it's for the purposes of enemies I'm likely to come across before I die, it's at least as good. Gluggy. So we'll leave that shield behind. Hope some poor soul on this floor picks it up. Ugh. Pardon me, because if they do, they'll have a minus to their attack speed and all, and minimal more defense. Okay, let's get out of here. I want to be in a thin hallway so that I can do this. And then this. And then just watch them kill each other while I switch to a weapon of venom and stack poison on them at melee range most efficiently. Keep that Mephitic coming. This unholy creation guards my flank. Okay. Excellent. Grab a lot more food. There's actually at least 4 wands I've picked up that I now need to identify. That, it looks like a smiting angel, but he's completely surrounded. There's no grates, so, and you're not allowed to smite through that see-through glass. Let's try out our wands on this unsuspecting bat. Draining. Very nice. Always good to be able to hit all enemies on a line. Cold. Even better. Resisted. Slowing. Not that useful. And the one I already knew about. Stack some poison on you and watch you die. Oh, it's you. Let's definitely try for a confuse first. Then whip out my blowgun and start poisoning him. Him being a deep dwarf means he can't recover health that he's lost. Let's put some fires in the way for him to randomly trip on. Okay, and then keep him poisoned. I didn't want the slave to get the kill, but I didn't want to die either, so it's all good. Grab that wand, which I can't grab yet. Drink this potion, which I can't drink yet. ID something, which I don't have ID yet. Okay. We need to drop stuff. Let's drop a bunch of the throwing stuff that I don't want or use. Eat the frog. Drink the potion. It's confusion, of course. Keep all the good stuff, too. Drop... Oh, yeah. This vault inevitably gives you a lot of food, which is nice. Food is always yummy. More yummy. Let's blow a frog away. Eat rotting chunks. Nothing to butcher, nothing to declare, just take them all out. And lair was not found? Okay then, next floor. Viscous yellow potion. Go and die. I don't like you anymore. You're stealing all my experience. Okay, that's good. Let's just poke him to death. My nice level 1 magic dart. Gotta love it. Not really. God, I wish I had a better spell. Grab that. Grab that. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm still playing in the version of the game where Summon Imp will occasionally cast its... Summoned Imps will occasionally cast their spells. And that includes... good stuff. Okay, only thing here that I really want right now is haste. Fireball would be nice, but I would inevitably try to use it to get more damage off, and it's just not that useful for single target damage. I don't have a good way of dealing with non-stupid, Sorry, train of thought. I don't have a good way to deal with these enemies that resist poison. You can't polymorph it? Damn. Like, last time I touched this guy, he dealt so much damage to my, thingamajig. Mace. Poke, poke, poke. Set up a fire, keep poking him. Oh, sweet. Magic Dart apparently takes him down with just a couple lucky rolls. Mace of Spades, bitches. Yeah, that's right, my mace doubles as a shovel. Poison the crap out of you and then kill you. Many scrolls of recharging. So I have no excuse for not using Wand of Cold as liberally as required for a bolt spell. I mean, I don't exactly picture myself saving recharge scrolls for the post-endgame or anything. Can't get away. Got away. I'm being attacked by something invisible. That was the wrong direction to blink. Activate teleport because whatever it is, it's about to kill me. Okay, got out. It's probably an unseen horror, and it's probably summoned by being inside range of the orange statue. Nope, it's still here. Okay, since we don't know what it is, we're going to blind fire. And then we're going to lock down with fire, actual fire, and then Mephitic Cloud. It can't hit me and then get away easily. It's got like bat speed, but if it tries to go through that hallway, it will die. And I think it got confused and then walked in, thanks to its ridiculous speed. Let's get rid of my fruit stalks, one fruit at a time. Alright, put some fire in the way. And then start confusing things behind the point of the fire. Not sure why that guy decided to run the fire, because, you know, he was immune to the Mephitic, but okay. My mana is okay. I'm going to be relying on Vehemit to keep me topped. Repel missiles. You just went through a fire without taking damage. I call shenanigans, idiot. Fire, fire. Soldier and zombie dies. Come around the long way. Food to eat. Poison the hell out of this guy. And there's your food, just eat it. Eat it again. Okay, so far so good. Goliath Beetle, I don't see it. Oh. Stack poison on a Goliath Beetle. The hell, that's a good tactic for non-throwing trained individuals. Alright. Run, run, run. Die. Pop that. Switch over to my mace. My 0/0 mace. You know, anytime I get enchant weapon scrolls from now on, I should really use it on the mace. I don't really get much use of my mace, but it would be nice to have it to actually have a good melee weapon. Avoid the statue and just keep moving. Check out the scroll. Fear. Check out the scroll. Of course. It's enchant weapon. And I didn't even bother to switch. Still, it actually worked on this, which is nice, so... God only knows what tier my blowgun is at, but I can predict that it's insane. That was a painful fucking hammer. Doesn't help that you are burning me and I have cold resist, not fire resist. Switch weapons, poison, drop a flame cloud, buy some rune, poison a few more times, and then poke. Taking out ogres is becoming very formulaic. That's good. I wanted to end this this vid a bit ago, but being as how I haven't found the lair yet, I'm gonna keep it going a bit longer. Very good. Gotcha. Stack poison, poke you until you're dead, poke you. Okay. When I say poke, what I'm talking about is my level 1 magic dart. A spell so out of date at this point in the dungeon that it's a miracle it actually holds up as well as it does. Granted, I tend to keep magic dart until the end game, but that's also because I'm a stickler for good old spells. Okay, so that floor is cleared. Okay, let's let the zombie come at me first. Set up a fire to kill him, and then we'll go after the iguana. One fire, one... Oh, wow, you walk into fires? Excellent. He did manage to bite me and make me sick. Little rascal. Eat the rot. Butcher. Get the fuck out of Dodge. I'm gonna take the snake with me because I have poison resistance. No, just blink away. Just blink away. Put a fire in the way. He crossed the fire in one turn. Well, see if he can cross back the other way. Jerk. What a dick. Butcher that guy up. Switch to my weapon. Confuse you. Switch to my ranged weapon and poison. That's enough stacks of poison for the time being. The Orc Wizard can cast Confuse. This is a bad setting. Because unlike my Mephitic Confuse, Self-Mephitic Confuse that doesn't last very long, Spell Confuse can last quite a while. Okay, you're on a fire, so don't have very long to live. Why are there humans here? I always get suspicious when I see humans. They're just not that common. Put a fire behind me to keep the bees at bay. Alright, and then we'll poison the bees. No objections. Excellent. Switch back to main weapon. Nothing to butcher. Let's get out of the way. Put a fire in the way. I don't know what just happened, but okay. Drop a confused cloud. Auto pickup can go back on because I know exactly what's going on here. There's clearly some unconfused folk by the confusion clouds. Everybody get into this hallway right now. Excellent, especially you, the dog confused and on a fire. Everybody includes the ghost who's hungry and will stand in a fire. And then cast Confuse to make you guys dance. Perfect. That looks like a shade. I can't really make out under the lighting from my monitor, but it looks like a shade. Yep. Let's pull. I know from experience how hard it is to kill these guys. Blink, blink. Blink. Perfect. Fire, poke with magic dart. Fire, poke with magic dart. And that's all I've got. Throw everything I've got at him. Okay, nothing quivered. Let's just go punch him with my mace. Sock him with my mace, sorry. Couple more magic darts. He's down. Eat the pear. Go downstairs. Perfect. I don't know how many of them you are, but I assume it's more than one and less than a million. Which can only mean that this is going to hurt. Drop a couple fires in the entrance in case one of them happens to get through. And then just start pestering them with my poison needles. That got him. That done right got all of them. Or that done got all of them done right. That done got all of them right. Right? That done got all of them. Stack some poison on the priest. Kill the priest. Okay, so at this point, I'm kind of playing on autopilot, which is not good. But on the other hand, it's kind of comforting to know that the only luck I've had this game is an early Vehumet altar. And even without that, I would posit that I would have been okay. I haven't picked up any really great items. I haven't picked up any really fantastic stuff that really helps. Well, okay, I have picked up some fantastic items, but not items that I'm relying on or using. For example, getting magic missile. No, getting a potion of gain intelligence and strength. That as early as I did, yeah, those are rare ass potions, and it's pretty nice to have them both. But I didn't even bother drinking them yet, you know, because I don't need them and because I don't want to lose them later. I would much rather wait until I have the mutation. So it's not like I haven't gotten any luck. It's just the luck I've gotten hasn't been the reason I'm doing as well as I am. Let's definitely go ahead and set this up. Ah, shit. Come upstairs with me. Nothing I can do. I have to... It's worth disengaging frequently rather than ever making an engage you can't win. Because if you can't win the engage, you just, you know, you might have just lost the game if you committed to it. Where's the phantom? I just saw a phantom. Okay, I see no phantoms. Take me downstairs. Lots of stuff to pick up. Poison the air beast, or elemental, or sky beast, or whatever his name is. Keep him confused. Got him. Magic dart is enough to take down a water moccasin? That's just convenient. Oh, there's actually an enemy right in front of me that I can't see on this monitor. Fire. Many pokes, and he dies. Excellent. Go back to that water moccasin I was trying to eat before. No. Thank God. I thought I hadn't taken off my sustenance, actually, and I was like, why is it taking so much sustenance to get through everything? Drop the book. Not interested in your spells. Eat the worm. Just making sure I didn't leave a swiftness somewhere behind in the dungeon and just forgot about it. Or somehow missed it. Stack a lot of poison on you. You're not going to make it very long. You're dead. Grab all the needles. Kill you. Okay. So run is going apace. I'm pretty sure that wargs are fire resistant, which is why he's getting the brunt of my focus right here. Or poison resistant, sorry. Which is why he's getting the brunt of my focus. This guy can always Mephitic or just stack poisons and not use mana on. Low mana. But I would like to pick all that up first, which was perhaps a bit of an oversight. Pancreatism will kill me. Fire to block the way, and then just stack much poison. Okay, at this point, step away, so that when he comes after me I can repeat the process. Poke, end. Completely unconcerned about the mulching possibility. All of these needles are going to be completely useless for the well, are going to drop in usefulness significantly as the game goes on, and eventually when there's no poison enemies left, pretty much all my throwing skill is going to be useless. Its purpose was to get me through the early game, and that's what it's doing. Okay, how are we looking for my conjures here? I could get Lightning Bolt pretty cheaply. Freezing Cloud is on the horizon, as is Poison Cloud. Well, not on the horizon, it's like a sunset and a half away from the horizon. We'll keep going with fighting, because that's necessary. We'll keep going with spellcasting conjurations. And I guess that's all we're going to do, so that's fine. Hunger is actually none, so spellcasting can go off for the time being. Let's turn on air magic. That will help with every cloud spell simultaneously. Yep. Why do you keep saying that? Is there stuff here? Okay, get that. If you're burdened, then eat stuff. Eat beef jerky. And drop whatever is weighing you down. What is weighing you down? I guess I just have a lot of crap. Yeah. We're gonna drop all of the books. Unless there's a flight spell in here or something, I don't think there's anything I will miss. Yeah, let's take Call Imp. It might not be useful, but being able to bring up allies to tank shots for you is something that you always appreciate. Oh my god! Clarity for the sake of minus 20% MP. I didn't anticipate that first potion I drank was going to be mutation, because I had 3 of them. Generally, I don't consider that likely to have lots of potions of mutation. Let's try the other potions I have now and see what happens. Nothing. Okay, and where's Freezing Cloud while I accidentally put on Brilliance? Freezing Cloud's at 45%, Poison Cloud is at 32. Nah, it's cool. We'll come back for him. But I do like the idea of eventually going Freezing Cloud. That might be a cool way to be a mage. Oh, you walk through fires? It's incredibly stupid of you. Minus 20% MP may well prove to be a very high price to pay for my... Ah, shit. Yeah, it may very well prove in the end to be to have been a high price to pay. We'll see. Because I really do like having good mana stores. That said, if I was at, what, 24 before, now I'm at 20. So I guess it's not a big deal necessarily. And I guess what's more important is that I can still train spellcasting to offset the penalty for a while. And every time I level up, which will be often because I'm an ogre, it helps. And clarity, on the other hand, is just fantastic. Not having to worry about being confused at all is you know, inborn clarity is great. If this was a late game situation, I don't know what I would do. Early game, I know that I don't have a choice. The only choice I have is to... pardon me. The only choice I have is to drink another potion of mutation and hope it undoes the previous mutation, which can happen, but more likely it will just... You know, rolling the dice intentionally when you can't undo it, the decision is bad. So, I can deal with this really well right now, but when I get the opportunity to switch back, if I get the opportunity to switch back, I'm not going to say no. Considering I only have 2 scrolls of teleport, buying that wand is not a bad deal. I have plenty of flame and frost and even some cold. That's all good stuff for damaging. Nothing else here really strikes me as necessary, so Wand of Tele it is. What the hell do you mean no such item? Yes. Okay. I want a Wand of Teleportation. I will purchase it. Jesus, why was that so complicated? The wand has an unknown number of charges? No. I already had one? Oh shit, okay. I didn't even notice that. That was stupid of me. What a waste of money. Well, let's make the most of it. Let's have a very low threshold on teleporting. I don't need to... It's no longer a gamble to threshold. It is now... not to threshold, to teleport. It is now cheap, so... Have a low threshold on using it. Amulet of Guardian Spirit. All this stuff is pretty meh as far as I'm concerned. Ring of Evasion is nice. What would it replace? Poison Resist? No, I prefer Poison Resist to +2 evade. I guess it could replace the +2 intelligence. That I wouldn't mind doing at all. I just ate a bread ration because it's like, I don't want to deal with hunger for a while. And yet another book. My god, I do come by them. Definitely want to memorize Flight. It can save your life. In fact, in the last video I made, if I had remembered I had Flight, I would have had an option that might have saved me, even after my initial mistake of committing to a giant toad too aggressively. Just leave me alone. You're poisoned and you're confused. You're just beyond not a threat to me right now. Switch the mace. Plug my way through. Switch... Okay. In a fountain. That's a new place to find you guys. Recharge scroll. Runed spiked flail. Why not? Alright, because I don't have the money. I have more than enough curing potions of every kind, so I'm not going to pick those up. Of all the times to miscast, why would you pick now? Definitely want to make sure to keep that poison stacked on you and keep the confusion stacked on you. If you come to, I'm in big trouble. Okay, charging. Boom. Takedown. You. Yak types. Enter the hallway. You are now on fire and going to be suffering confusion. Switch over to poison and just start shooting at them. Alright, now we'll just start macing the ones who haven't been killed already. Confuse the last straggler. Confuse the last straggler again. Butcher. Well, beat up. Oh, crap! Something invisible is on me again. I don't know where it's coming from or how it's hitting me, so Mass Mephitic should help. Yup, it tried to hit me again, came into a fire and died. That was about the best I could possibly have done in that situation. If I hadn't noticed that it was hitting me a little bit longer, I might not have been able to tank it. Oh, come on, this run needed to be over a while ago. Or this video needed to be over a while ago. It's just, I'm stuck because I want to get to the lair, and it's taking a while. Poison needles, magic darts. That's basically what I'm using to get through everything, and it's basically working just fine. Hell, even though I resist poison, kind of feels optional at this point. Probably won't confuse him. No, it does not. What I need for this guy is something a little bit more... Well, now that I'm covered in sticky flames, I need to get rid of important scrolls pronto. Mercifully, none of these scrolls are important. We'll drop in order these guys, and then we'll drop these guys, and then we'll drop this guy, and then we are gonna drop that guy. Okay, we're done. Now, what are you resistant to? Poison and fire. That is all. Polymorph. Now you're not resistant to poison anymore. Okay. In fact, you're vulnerable to poison, and now you're dead. I don't know how wise a move that was, admittedly. I don't know what mottled guys can turn into. I just knew that I wasn't ready to deal with a mottled guy. The only option I would have otherwise gone... Ooh! Penetration bolts. Excellent. Wait, bolts? Fuck! Here I was thinking I had just found a bunch of javelins of penetration. What else do you offer, sir? Nothing I care about. Okay. Technically, that potion of speed is definitely worth its weight in gold. Well, worth its gold. Most potions are worth their weight in gold. They don't weigh that much. I also know that I don't tend to actually use it very much, and I already have one, so if technically there's a situation where I need to use it, I already have one. And if I don't get around to using it, well, then what was the point of buying it? So yeah. I'll come back for it is basically what I'm getting at. Repel missiles, because this guy will inevitably try to throw boulders at me. Poison. Confuse. Confuse again. Confuse again. There you go. It worked this time. Finish off the job with the poison. And just let him die. Excellent. It's a lot of boulders. Alright, what are we going to get rid of? We're going to get rid of a Wand of Flame. We're going to get rid of... Oh my god, 180 AUM is so much. Drop 4 rations. That should help. And eat... No, eat one of the ones... The meat rations you're carrying. That should help too. Things I don't need. I do want to carry these weapons, actually. But I don't need my sundry weapons anymore if I have a real set of weapons to chuck. Drop the entire stack of auxiliary food that you don't use. Just keep 1 stack of bananas is plenty. Drop 2 Cyclops flesh. Okay, now we're back under budget. Which is where we need to be. Set up mass fires throughout the hall so that all of them take damage the whole way to me. And then use imps to keep them in the fire. Okay, he stepped out of the fire. There's just no way to win this, so let's blink. And then let them Riku. They win, basically is what I'm saying. But I can't take on a single slime at melee, let alone multiples. I need to get out of here. Okay. You, perfect. Just flip over to my mace and just beat the crap out of... See, that's what happens when I try to beat the crap out of a single slime at melee range. Polymorph the slime. That didn't work. Enslave the slime. Perfect. You, go wander. In fact, go attack him. Okay, now run away. I don't want you here. Jesus Christ. Go attack there and die, but I need to get out of here now. Magic mapping. This is just a bad situation. Heal wounds at once before bad things become worse. I need another way up. And I know that those guys are going to be after me soon, so let's teleport away from here. Okay. Yeah, this is a tricky and tight situation. I don't dare go back upstairs where... You saw what one of those slimes did to me. Now imagine what a whole army will do. You're inside a confusion cloud, dude. You've got nothing. You've got nothing on me. Okay, you're down. Poison. I'm sorry. I apologize again for the length of this video. It is getting to ridiculous proportions now, honestly, but... I really just conceptually wanted to get to the lair before I ended this, and I'm gonna do that, like it or not. I can't pick all that stuff up, that's fine, don't bother. In fact, go ahead and drop a wand of some kind that... Sustenance, there's potions of mutations, test drink a potion, fade into invisibility, that could be useful. Armor shop, nothing of note. You, pop. And clear. You, come with me. We're gonna do the wall of fire trick. Oh my god, it literally came up from the middle of nowhere. Shudder. Here. Fire. 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 Now that you're blocked out, we can worry about how we're gonna kill you. Don't need the staff of air, by the way. I don't know why I have it. Let's go with... Oh shit, he's gonna find his way back. Damn it, there's a whole lot of them. Call imp, call imp, call imp, call imp, send them to work. Running blindly into the unknown. And I'm forced to random teleport. I can't possibly win this fight. I have more than enough teleports to get out, and get out. Okay, good. That's the thing. Normally I wouldn't have more than enough teleports that I could just randomly try to teleport over and over, but this time I did, so use the resources you're given, not the resources you wish you were given. Poison. I have 12 mana. Good. Drop a fire in the way. Let him die. Poison. Let him die. Oh, you frogs are so fucking dead. Oh, I don't have any of my spell books with me. That was a capital idea. What was I thinking? Should join the stupid Olympics. Let's go up a couple. Let him come to me. And then we'll do the standard and pray to God it actually hits with my goddamn darts. You know, sometimes it hits. Sometimes he dies in 6 shots or so. Other times this happens. Purple flame, purple frost. Of course, I'm out of frost. Let's try it. I'm out of mana. I can't stand here and wait for him to come at me. I'll just be dead. Run the other direction. Oh, right. This is why I left in the first place. Good. God, okay. Where am I? Where are they? This is probably the safest way to go. Probably safest, not is the best. Let's let them cluster up before I blink, and then I'll blink. Perfect. They clustered up behind me. Go downstairs. Go upstairs. Call imp, call imp, call imp, call imp, call imp, call imp. You guys try and fight for once, eh? Put up a fire and use the imps to hold him in place. You are not getting out of this fire, asshole. Okay, well the fire went away by itself, and you look remarkably no worse for wear. Finally! 1 slime killed. Okay, new slime, new plan. Call imp, call imp, call imp, call imp, call imp. 5v1, 6v1. Should be able to take this. and me with my mace. Come on. Come on. Thank God. I only lost 100 health to one tiny fucking slime. I guess the problem is I feel entitled to kill these slimes for free. And obviously that just doesn't happen. Slimes are ridiculously robust and good and chicken shit level evasive. Drown. Okay. Don't drown. It's not like anybody else does what I want them to do these days. Why should you be any different? Okay, he actually accidentally killed my one of my enemies and then splashed himself to death. That's kind of hilarious. Rock, rock, rock. Confuse, shoot. Okay, rock, rock, rock. Hopefully one of them dies. Switch to poison. Hunger Ghost, why don't you just come at me? You're dumb enough to enter fires, right? Yep. We'll just crush you with the mace, and... Actually, we have this short sword of venom. Let's put that to use. You guys are technically poisonable, so once you're confused and poisoned, you're not going to go away. And even if you go away, you're just going to die. Perfect. Just butcher everything, please. And get out of the way. Our Q. That's going to be an enchant of some kind. Let's go with the hat. Excellent. Now, you're not dumb enough to enter fires, so we'll just poke you through the fire. You know, spending 9, 10, 11 mana. Hopefully we're going to get close to actually killing you before we thump you with the mace. Or throw rocks at you. Which, naturally, because we encountered you, we're not strong enough to actually beat you with anymore. Okay, floors explored. Next floor. This is the doorway to the lair. It is not a safe floor yet, but I have technically made it to the lair. That's a Hell Knight! Who the fuck put a Hell Knight on this floor? No, that just doesn't... That just plain does not add up. Okay, I have now put an official warning, why is there a Hell Knight here? If I ever try to leave the lair, it will warn me about that. The only reason I can see doing that is because I left all my spellbooks upstairs and I would want Poison Cloud and I don't have it. I am still working with the basic wizard kit plus flight. That is all. As an ogre, not an itemless run, mind you, this is a terrible place to be. I'm cut off from access to any of my potion caches from upstairs. And, I don't know that I can actually go upstairs, because if that Hell Knight is still there, I'm fucked. And that's ignoring the fact that before that, there was, you know, many clusters of enemies that I just can't really efficiently deal with. Hopefully the lair will be more generous to me than the dungeon was. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you again.